We live in a world caught between two extremes. In one breath, we eschew and vilify masculinity and traditionally manly virtues, labeling them as toxic and detrimental to society. Yet in another, we revel in them, subconsciously pining for a resurgence in traditional masculinity. We are enamored with the classically masculine archetypes that proliferate in our favorite movies, books, and TV shows. Think Jon Snow, Don Draper, Hank Moody, and Captain America. Despite our desire to be more masculine and manly, to feel strong, accomplished, and powerful, our desires are left unmet. We are not the heroes of our lives, so we allay our growing sense of emasculation by watching other heroes through a steady stream of action movies, video games, and extreme sports. The reason is simple. Men today are lost. In the famous words of Bob Dylan, "The times, they are a-changing," and modern men have failed to evolve with the changing times. Being a man is a matter of biology. Being masculine is a matter of choice. 1. Take action. Talk is cheap. Your actions speak so loudly. I cannot hear what you're saying. Ralph Waldo Emerson. How to be more masculine. The masculine energy is first and foremost about action, building things from the ground up, exerting your will on the world in an effort to do good, making bold leaps toward the life you want and moving from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. But our modern world has all but beaten this natural masculine impulse out of us. Gone are the days when the action was the sole arbiter of validation and approval. Today, with the tap of a button and a few strokes on a keyboard, we can tell the world about our aspirations, share our goals on social media and earn the praise and acclaim of thousands, without actually doing anything to achieve them. But true, adulterated masculinity gives no credence to lip service. It is not impressed by aspiration or ambition, only action. We live in a world filled with talkers and thinkers, individuals with great potential and potentially world-changing ideas, who lack the backbone to stare down resistance and actually bring that potential into reality. But you must rise above this. There is no virtue in your potential. Your ideas don't matter, and your goals are as insignificant as an ant crushed underfoot. The only thing that matters and the only thing with which you should concern yourself is action, bold, forward-moving, determined action in pursuit of something greater than yourself. To learn how to be manly, you must rise above the din of the hopers and dreamers, clamoring online to show the world what they will one day become. Instead, you must do. Don't talk about your goal to lose weight and build a better body. Pick up a damn barbell. Don't talk about the dating life you'll have one day. Plant your feet in front of an attractive woman and say, hello. Don't talk about the business you're going to build or the career you're going to start. Go create the damn thing today. Fortune favors the bold and a well-lived life is the province of the doer. Talk less, do more. 2. Be unreasonable and bend your reality to your own desires. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. George Bernard Shaw. How to be manly. From the time you were a child, you were inundated with lies and half-truths about what it means to be successful. The white picket fence, the charming housewife, the 2.3 kids, the luxury sedan, the lake house, you never use. Nothing is inherently wrong with these aims. However, for many men, this picture is not a golden portrait of success, but an abstract impression of their own personal hell. Yet we are taught to pursue it with dogged determination, even when every fiber of our being screams, "This isn't me." However, true masculinity, the type of masculinity we admire and seek to emulate, is more than anything authentic. It does not bend under societal pressures or pander to the desires of the masses. It is unashamedly true to itself. While the status quo, the American dream, if you will, might match some men's definition of success, for many of you watch this video, it leaves something wanting. You don't want the mundane and banal life of a monotonous 9-to-5, lackluster relationship, and half-assed existence. You want more. You want adventure, excitement, challenge, and aliveness. You want to bleed yourself dry and leave everything above ground, so that when your time comes, you can look back on your life and say, "What a wild journey that was, now I shall rest." But to achieve this life, you must reject the status quo. You must assert yourself and your own desires, no matter how much it pains those you love or the rest of the world. No one who did great or memorable things was ever understood in the beginning. Individuals like Elon Musk, Teddy Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, even guys like Joe Rogan and David Goggins were all called crazy, foolish, and insane for having the courage to chart their own path. Today, the world sees them as heroes. The same individuals who once chastised them for being unreasonable now laud them as paragons of courage and perseverance. And the simple truth is, in your own life, you won't be understood. The second you decide to chart your own path, to reject the status quo, and pursue a life that is authentic to your truest desires, you will be shunned and vilified. Family will criticize you. Friends will leave you. Society will laugh at you, at first. But you cannot allow the opinions of others to persuade you toward a life you don't want. Instead, you must pursue your own path and purpose without fear or hesitation. Because when it's all said and done, true masculinity is the domain of the most unreasonable man. The men who are willing to reject the status quo in pursuit of something greater that lights a fire inside of them. The men who step into the unknown and trust that somehow, some way, everything will work out in the end. If you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. 3. Dare greatly or die with regret. I judge you unfortunate because you have never lived through misfortune. You have passed through life without an opponent. No one can ever know what you are capable of, not even you. Seneca. Comfort is for the faint of heart. Our modern lives are engineered to make men weak. The slightest inconveniences disappear with the tap of a button or the swipe of a plastic card. Too hot? Turn on the AC or jump in the pool. Don't want to walk? Call an Uber and spend your time playing games on your phone and entertaining your life away. Hungry? Order a meal using a delivery service. Heck, need anything? Have anything you could think of delivered to your door within hours via Amazon. Although the comfort and convenience of the modern world are enticing, and not something I would do without, it has come with unintended consequences. The modern man is rarely, if ever, forced to face daily discomfort. Barring injury, death, and other tragedies, most of us can live our lives in a perpetual state of ease. And it is this comfort that is slowly killing us. We have grown soft, weak, and impotent, and used to adversity and unable to persevere when the smallest obstacles arise, let alone stack up. After all, why work hard to become stronger and take risks when you can simply tune out with the latest Netflix original and watch a show that exudes the feelings you want? But true masculinity is antithetical to comfort. It neither seeks nor tolerates a comfortable and banal existence. It demands challenge. It craves the opportunity to compete against the forces of the world and emerge victoriously. To be masculine in a feminine world does not require that you eschew all comfort or reject every modicum of luxury. Simply that you actively seek out and experience discomfort to build your spiritual calluses and prove your mettle. And you can use the luxuries and conveniences of the modern world to create space and time to pursue intentional discomfort on your own schedule. Take a cold shower, lift heavy weights, spend a weekend in the mountains by yourself, learn how to hunt and survive in the wild, complete a Spartan race or Ironman, take kickboxing or Brazilian jiu-jitsu class, fast for a few days, go sober and challenge yourself to give up that which you cannot live without. Do something to push yourself out of your comfort zone and experience the thrill of overcoming your own perceived limitations. As Teddy Roosevelt said, far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs even though checkered by failure, than to take rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in the gray twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat. Be like Teddy. I am Majid 2006. Stay updated with the latest science news and discoveries related to men by subscribing to our channel. Goodbye.